I'm back, and this time I am back with the G's. I don't have a lot of G's, maybe a couple more G's than I had E's. I don't know. I haven't counted them specifically, but let's dive in. Very first G record that I have, bam, Marvin Gaye. What's going on? An absolutely essential, necessary album, I think, for everyone. Beautiful. This, of course, has What's Going On. It's got God is Love. It's got Holy, Holy, and Right On. It comes with, sometimes I don't think I even pay attention to what comes in these records. Let's take a gander together, because this is a poster, and I don't know if I knew that there was a poster in there. Bam! Giant Marvin Gaye poster, which is awesome. That's so cool. I don't know how I didn't know that was in there, but I think it's because a lot of times when I get these records, I bring them home. The first thing I do is just try and get it on the turntable to hear it, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And then a lot of times, I don't really get a chance to do much more than that. So, all right, and this one, so this is in the category of records that I have not re-sleeved still. But this one is on this sort of transparent green. It looks a little brighter in real life than it's showing up on the camera. But yeah, transparent kind of green vinyl. Man, very good, very important album. Very pleased to have it. All right, next up is Goldfinger, The Knife. Okay, so a lot of people had a problem with this record. I don't know what the deal was. A lot of people that I heard talk about this record did not have positive things to say about it. I liked it. I thought it was a great album. This is, I believe, the first record that Mike Herrera from MXPX started playing bass for Goldfinger on. We also have a track on here that features Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. And my favorite song on here, really not as much a punk or ska song, but just a beautiful song, is Tijuana Sunrise. Great, great song. So this I bought pretty much right when I was getting back into the ska scene. This came out at that time. So it's got a little, liner sheet here with information about the band and about who's playing and the lyrics and all that. And then we've got a half orange, half white with a splatter. And the splatter is, I think it's meant to be like black, but it's kind of got some blue streaks in it, at least on the white side, the way it mixed. And I think it looks pretty doggone good. Pretty doggone good, if I do say so myself, and I do. Feeling a little goofy today. Worked hard. And yeah, hot. I was hot all day. Texas is hot and humid right now. All right, next up, more Goldfinger. This one is Goldfinger Never Look Back. Now, I will say this one came, if you can see it, with a seam split up here at the top, which is a bummer. I was a little bummed out about that, but overall, I can't complain. I love this album. This album came out, I listened to it a lot. It's got Monique Powell on Careful What You Wish For, which is awesome. But right off the bat, The City, Wallflower, California on My Mind, The Best Life, all fantastic songs. The City is maybe my favorite song off this album. Really sweet kind of love song. My dog is moaning because she wants to go out, and that's how she gets attention. So anyway, Pink Splatter. Bam. I'm going to pause it. We're going to carry on. We're going to see if she keeps complaining. All right, this is a new addition for me. I took a little trip out to Urban Outfitters. I got to say, I've heard a lot about Urban Outfitters over time, and there's really nothing for me there. But I was thinking one day, I just woke up and I was like, man, I really like that Good Charlotte album. I want to listen to it again. I wonder if it's out on vinyl. And I searched, and sure enough, it was. And there was a Urban Outfitters exclusive And so I had to find where the heck was an Urban Outfitters near me, and there was one in downtown Fort Worth. So that's where we headed. And look at this gorgeous... I don't think the video is doing this justice, but it really looks like a sky. It's got like these white, wispy... It's meant to be sort of a splatter, but it looks more like clouds. It really is a lot lighter and fluffier, which perfectly matches the aesthetic on the back of the album. This is an album that I grew up... well, I say grew up. It came out when I was in high school, and my buddy Rob and I used to sing a lot of those songs together, and it brings back a lot of memories of singing with my buddy Rob. So, no Sherry. This is my dog, who apparently has decided to make her cameo debut. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Sweet puppy. All right, lay down. And then we've got Green Day, American Idiot. So here's the thing. I am a little shamefaced that I do not have earlier Green Day. And I will at some point get a couple, 2, 3 of the earlier albums. Specifically, I've got to say that like Dookie was the first like punk album I ever really listened to. I had that album in elementary school. Really dug that album. And yeah, so... But American Idiot is a great album. So good all the way through. And, hold on. So, as I was saying, this album has, of course, American Idiot, Jesus of Suburbia. Let's see, Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Saint Jimmy, She's a Rebel, Wake Me Up When September Ends, The Death of Saint Jimmy, Rock and Roll Girlfriend. So many good tracks on here. I'm pretty sure this is just black vinyl. It does have a little booklet that kind of goes through the lyrics. You know, this got adapted into a musical. There's a really great documentary of that adaptation process, which is really good. We've watched it a couple times. Yep, black vinyl. But yeah, fantastic album. I really think this is a must-have. Love, love, love it. Green Day was on my bucket list to see live, and I got to see them at the Hella Mega Tour with, what was it, Fall Out Boy, Weezer, and the Interrupters. And all of those bands were amazing. It was a really good show. All right, so we've got Green Day's Greatest Hits, God's Favorite Band. So this is a Greatest Hits album, so it's got a lot of the stuff that you would love from other albums. It hasn't dissuaded me from trying to get the other albums, but it's nice to have those hits until I get them. And I always like getting the Greatest Hits albums anyway, but this is black vinyl as well. And it's, you know, it's a double LP, so we've got, let's see, 12 plus 10, so 22 tracks on here. Really everything you could think of that you love, pretty much on there. And then we've got Green Day, Father of All Mother. And this one, I think I ended up going with the black because there was a big cost difference in like the other colors, if I'm not mistaken. And I wasn't really as worried about color back then for vinyl when this was coming out. I started getting more into all the different color variants a little later than that. But I do really enjoy it. So this has Fire Ready Aim is a great track. Let's see here. Father of All is a great track. Meet Me on the Roof is a great track. There's some really good videos with this too that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I know this was not everyone's thing. It's definitely different, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And we're going to finish off the G's. This is it. This is all of it. With Mickey Guyton. And this is one of those where I'm going to be perfectly honest. I kind of forgot I had this album. If you don't know Mickey Guyton, she's country. And I do like country. But it's not my go-to genre. I like kind of everything. It's not my go-to genre. But I really love this. And one of the things I love about this specifically is being a white father and I have black children. I am very big on, I want them to understand that they can be whoever they want, do whatever they want, like whatever they want, be themselves. And so I love that country is growing as a style of music to be much more inclusive. Also, Mickey Guyton is from the area. So where I live, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so very cool to support her as well. It's a transparent red vinyl. She's got a killer voice, and there's a show right now too that is like a country kind of competition that is focused on diversity that features her and a couple other people that are really phenomenal. So definitely something to check out. So Mickey Guyton. So this is a bit of a long video for like six albums, but there it is. Those are my G's. And coming up soon will be my H's.